I am SillyPseudonym, and I'm playing Nova Drift. Let's see what in the universe we get up to this fine day. There we go. Tyler Council did suggest a blade run. Blade battery, I believe. Shall we try good old burnout reactor blade run? See how it goes. What do we want to go with it, though? Warp Blade is kind of fun. Less damage than Amp. But it does have a very fast cooldown. And it's kind of interesting to watch the blades teleport around when the shield breaks. Let's give it a try. Trying to get it behind them a bit, but don't always have the aim for that. Alright, there's the battery. We get more projectiles for our weapons. The projectiles do more damage and are larger. They have less spread. The body resists knockback. But we do have a rate of fire delay and a rate of fire decrease. And all projectiles are divided between cannons on the sides of the ship. So, as you can see, we have 4 blades, 2 on each side. And if we get, say, a twin strike, we will have 5 blades, 1 on one side, 1 additional one on a side, and 2 additional ones on another side. Alternating, if I remember correctly. Which is a bit weird, but that's how it's designed. Question is, what do we go from here with this? Charge shot's pretty fun. We're going to give up our shield, so no Maelstrom. Targeting's always very useful. Well, maybe not always, but usually it's very useful. I think we can get that much in agreement. I would like this guidance, and I would like that rapid fire, and the shield cooldown as well. Let's take this guidance. Really lean into getting these blades to home in on the enemies. Good. That's a good hit right there, too. Always nice when the blade gets stuck behind the enemy and just kills itself trying to return home. Doing a lot of damage to the enemy in the process. Now here's the real question. I didn't mind the reduction to velocity and rate of fire here, but this is a far bigger reduction. But it does give me 2 more projectiles and significantly improves homing. We'll give it a try. That's not bad, but I think I'll take the skirmish. Would love to get a terminate. Both for the terminate bonus as well as just the flat rate of fire bonus increase. Well, it's not really flat, it's percentage, but you get the idea. Love this elegant construction, but we could do so many things with this revelation. And since we're giving up our shield, once again, as usual, Defiance. Defiance would be quite welcome. Galvanic actually makes sense with the kind of build we're going for. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a go. Very nice indeed. Velocity's nice and polar inversion's nice. I'll take the velocity just to get some of that speed back that we gave up for the convergence. Good hits there, too. Running into them, not so good, but you know what? I'll take the rest. Sniper, Terminate. I'd like both, but I'll take the Terminate. Do I want Essence Sap? Sure. Let's take the Essence Sap as well. Definitely don't want that. Do I want Calibration? It does improve projectile velocity and all that, but is it worthwhile? I think I'd just take the Elegant Construction. Wouldn't mind Burnout Reactors, wouldn't mind, well, just lots of things, really. What am I doing here? Okay, let's see if we can't kill most of those. I'm kind of wanting to move away from a barrage build with this blade. It still would be good, but could take Bravado. I do remember someone in the comments asking about getting Bravado before level 20. Well, it's level 14. I assume that's level. Sometimes people say level, and I do it myself, and they mean wave, but technically, this is level 14, so there's a barrage for us. That will give us bonuses to our weapon damage, size, and projectile spread, and resistance to knockback. With so many wild mods, Orbs of Discord would be lovely, but the self-destruct is here with this Burnout Reactor. I think this time I take the Orbs because that will help us have some defense while we're rebuilding our blades, and again, we have a decent number of wild mods in place, so I think it'll be worthwhile. I think. Okay, that was not a smart maneuver, but again, we survived. They didn't. And maybe I should have focused on getting those burnout reactors because, boy, these blades are taking a long time. I'd love that shield effect, but self-destruct is good enough. And then I'll get the Candescence. The self-destruct gives us a little bit more of a bonus right now. Candescence is not so useful until we have other sources of burn damage. I'll also take this Magnitude. Okay, one shielder already down. Excellent. One more dead there. Alright. Better than I expected. Do I want Blitz? It's more damage. It's not a huge amount more damage, but it is more damage. Probably should have taken the hull there instead, truth be told, but I did like the idea of just getting some flat damage up. Whoops, I forgot that I still have one more shielder to take care of. Always another one arriving. Alright, now I can get in here. My apologies for the delay. Good friend Omega. I saw you trying to get away, Experience. I saw you. I do like Splinter. It does significantly hurt our rate of fire, though. I'm doing a lot of things here that will help in the future more than right now. I'm hoping this will pay off. I'm hoping. Ooh, if that rate of fire weren't here, I might make a different decision, but I want that rate of fire. I want that rate of fire. Want the charge shot, the blast radius, but the Candescence unlocks our burnout reactors, and that's going to be a very big part of this build. There we go. I do like polar inversion. Erosion, maybe. With burnout reactors, more especially. We'll give it a try. Does decrease weapon damage, but adds a bit of burn damage. And allows the burn damage to spread. Very useful against enemies with segments. Serpents, Warbringer. Those sorts of things. But it is worse against some enemies, I think. Like maybe Scion and Seraph, perhaps. Deflagration or charge shot. I think I want this charge shot first. That's pretty useful for increasing our damage. Unfortunately, still doesn't do anything against the shield. Did take bravado, so no weaker enemies for us. Champions and elites only. Not too bad against these enemies. Far worse against these enemies. Very glad for that convergence, though. Don't want purification, that's too much. I do think I'll take the payload, though. It is a decrease to rate of fire yet again, but hopefully once we get burnout reactors, that's not going to really matter. The damage bonus is still pretty good, no matter what. Alright, so good news being we were able to kill the escort quickly. And we were able to kill Scion quickly. I do like Warpath. Much like with Salvo, it's pretty useful almost all the time. As long as you have a blade that needs constructing, that can be constructed, it's going to give us a little bit of a bonus when we kill an enemy. And that's worthwhile, I think. There's our burnout reactors. I would love to get this shield construct and snipe and other such things, but burnout reactors, here we go. Our blades take damage over time, but they build much faster and they do burn damage when they detonate. I do need to get improved thrusters, hull, and I'm tempted by this calibrate and the shield stuff. Yeah. Anyway, as usual, plenty of things we want. We have to choose which of them to prioritize. And you know me, I pretty much always prioritize damage. Usually. 85% of the time. Especially with Apocalypse mode. This game requires you to kill enemies fairly quickly in this mode, or you die yourself. There's not a huge amount of room for a slow approach. Now there's another chance at shielded constructs. I suppose I should take it. Now our constructs get our shields. we want our shields to be far weaker. So we may want efficiency into conversion, blast shielding, Tempest Break. Don't forget good old Tempest Break. Okay. Good, good. Yeah, I don't know about Phantom Strike. I'm still debating calibration. We have Charge Shot. Maybe we can make use of calibration. The main thing I don't like about it is it shrinks the blade spread so much. Kind of liked it when they spread out more to help with crowd control, but can't deny that there's a significant increase in damage from it. Worse is crowd control, better for boss killing, I suppose, is the factor we have to consider with the calibration. But they still spin around a good bit. Okay, that almost killed us. That's not a good sign. Yeah, we do a lot of damage. Everything else I'm worried about. Can we do enough damage to enough targets that are spread out? Burst fire is tempting, but I don't know if I want it. Field effect radius also tempting. We'll take it. Yeah, we do a lot of damage now. It's just a matter of can it deal with crowd control. The targeting does help. Without the targeting, we would be in much worse shape. But hello, you're a rather sizable combination of enemies. Excellent. Don't want any specializations. I would like that purge, but we don't have anything in. We don't have anything with deflagration right now in terms of the explosive tree. Forgetting the name of it off the top of my head. Explosions. Well, I don't remember the name, but we at least can make some small explosions. All on our own. I would love that armor, but mastery, even more weapon damage. Seems pretty good. Okay. Alright, Seraph. Ah, that hurts so badly. Alright, let's see here. Need you to not kill me before I kill you. Can we work with that, Seraph? Counting on that essence sap to help us here. But look at our damage output. Again, that's pretty impressive. Take the polar inversion here. That does increase our blast radius. And sometimes it seems to make the blade a bit stickier. So they have changed that over the months. I have no idea what the current calculation is. But they've tried to do things to make it sticky enough that it is still viable with certain enemy combinations. Because it did sometimes in the past just sort of bounce off enemies, and no one was really happy with that. I'll take the flash shielding, that will help us get to Tempest Break. We still need Deadly Wake, and we still are interested in Blast Radius, but I want this flash shielding. Slowly but surely, we'll get through that armor. Yeah, deflagration would be a big help against this enemy. Just Rupture would be a nice little addition to our arsenal in that regard. But I definitely would like Tempest Break because I think that would help us spray out these blades a bit. Maybe help us with crowd control, that sort of thing. Oops. Hello, cat. How are you doing? Lovely to see you, but I don't need you rubbing on my microphone. Thank you. Let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, we can check stats real quick. Nothing horribly surprising. That Volatile Shields is tempting, as is Efficiency, but let's see if we can't find... There. The Deadly Wake. So once we get Tempest Break, our shield no longer has a passive cooldown. But its cooldown cannot be interrupted, and it gets more shield effect power, which means a bigger blast from the Warp Shield effect. That's what we're really aiming for here. I want to see the Warp Shields with Tempest Break. See if we can't get something halfway decent going here. That was a little painful. You don't have to run into me like that. Of course, a lot of the times our shields aren't even being hit by the enemy, so maybe it's not all that useful after all. Okay, I need shields to give me a little bit of healing, please. Shields. Essence Sap. Talking about shields, so still thinking about shields. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, I was worried about that. Annoying. It was going so well, too. Perhaps I need to focus less on crazy shield antics and more on just straight-up defense. Frustrating. Still, I might try to do that again. Yeah, those are fairly quick, when only 24 minutes. I might still put that up nonetheless. But I'm definitely going to try that again, see what I can make work. Maybe still stick with Amp. The warp effect, the shields weren't breaking often enough. So maybe I should really just take the Amp. In any event, as always, thank you all for stopping by.